The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Hello, Pep. Sir Alex Ferguson has said that when he met you in New York, when you were taking some time away from the game, he asked you to keep him informed of your plans, with the possibility that maybe one day you could become manager of Manchester United. Did that conversation come to your mind when City made an approach to you? And if not, why not?
Well, in maybe in that period, it's not perfect right now, but it's a little bit better. My English was not good. Maybe I didn't understand him, but I don't remember when we were in a magnificent restaurant to having dinner. He suggests me or something like maybe go to Old Trafford. I don't remember. So I know he said that, but I don't remember. So we spoke about life, about football, of course, about the Premier League, but he never, sent me a message under the table to say me, oh, maybe, United will be involved or something like that. I don't remember that. So just was two colleagues in football, and to talk about many, many, many things. And when I remember when we spoke a little bit fast, it was difficult to understand him because it was easy for me. But it was nice because he chose an amazing restaurant. Of course, he paid.
If you had understood the message, would that maybe have had a difference in your opinion when you were thinking about your future in Munich?
No, because in that period was I have already talked with Bayern Munich, and in that mind I was clear to leave that magnificent experience to go to Germany. So I think Bayern Munich was the first one to call me alongside to Manchester City, but I decided to prove myself to go to Germany to learn Dutch and live that experience. And after that, Manchester City was from the beginning. They arrived and I said, okay, if I go to Premier League, I will go with them, because I met Chiki, I met Khaldun there before in the last period in Munich, and they show more interest than any one other club to pick me up, and that was so important for me. And I saw I want you, not just for the hypothetical titles you are going to win or you won in the past. The fact I won you. And that's why I decided to come here, and I don't have, believe me, any regret of that.
Pep, you've said before that you play possession football, you play your philosophy, your style, because it wins title. But if there came a day when possession football didn't work, that you couldn't win titles that way, would you change, or would you still say, no, this is the way football is meant to be played?
I said last year with like this for the proof I didn't win titles. Never. That is going to happen. I'm going to retire because I don't feel it the other way. I could defend more deep. I could defend like this, but I want to have the ball and I want to play. That is not going to happen. So if you see one game for my second team in Barcelona, or the first game, always I try to look for that. And sometimes it doesn't work. But that does not mean because the other is good as well, or we are not good enough. But the idea that is not going to happen, never in my life.
Can I just, in the first few months with the B team in Barcelona, so 10 years ago, the results were a little bit mixed, I think, when you first started.
In the beginning, yeah.
So did you have doubts and think maybe
I'm
wrong?
Yeah, I had doubts a little bit in the beginning, but I was lucky because there it is not like here on in a high level. You play one game a week, and when you start, that is top. Because you have time to think a lot, to review. The Sunday to Sunday, you have a lot of time. Because when you play every 3 days, you don't have time. And it was good, especially in the first games. When I remember the first 3 games, I won, I draw, and lose in a row. We play in artificial, in the 4th division, in artificial pitches when they're so small. And Monday, I think I have to think about it. I have to change it because we cannot play in that way. And arrived Tuesday, and I said, we have to change because the pitch is so small. But arrived Wednesday, I said, no, I'm not going to change because the alternative didn't convince me. I spoke with my staff, and alternative to play in different way, and I believe didn't convince me. And after Wednesday and Thursday, and it was so good because at the end of the season we were champion. We promoted to the second, another division, and in that moment I said, if we were able to win quite good, because at the end we were able to play quite good football. So in this small pitch and artificial, you are able to do that here. I can do it in a high level with better players, with better pitches, better stages, with many things. So that's why after that, no way. I have 2 days in a week after
So that was an important moment then for you?
That is important moment, yeah, because in that moment also I am new. So I have not experience. I have many things that I believe, but I have to prove myself. I was 37 years old, never training with big players, so I had to prove myself. And that showed me, okay, that is. But at the end, it depends on the results. I said many times, the manager has to do what believe. So the manager cannot judge the other managers what they do. Forget about it. That's why you are the media. So the manager has to do what they believe. That is the most important thing. When I manage a young player come to visit me or see, and some advices or some comments, always I said the same. Do what do you believe. Don't make another think what is not going well. And that is, I think, the only thing I can work. The people in success and any other aspect in life, just because they believe 100% what they do. And when it doesn't work, of course you have to change for, what you can do better. But always with something from inside. If don't, so the teams make success, attacking, defending, it doesn't matter. Make success because the managers convince the players to do that 100%. And what they convince is because they believe to the players what they have to do. You cannot convince the players with something you don't believe. It's impossible because they are so smart, they are so clever, so intelligent, so intuitive, and they get it if you are lying them. And that's why. And all the history in football for the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, for them, you win for titles for many, many different ways. It's not one pattern. That's why I said before, football is magnificent because you face teams with long balls, players who make defensive, more attacking, more long balls, or more different ways. And that's why it's top. That's why the thing the team had success is because the big clubs, big players, that is the most important thing, but especially you can convince to the players what do you want to do.
Okay, last few guys.
Yeah, Pep, the club have just tied down David Silva for the foreseeable future. Could you tell us something about his influence on the club, and do you go along with Jamie Carragher's assessment, who said that he's City's greatest ever player?
Why you say that? Mike Summer is going to kill me. So I don't know. I don't know. He's one of the best, but definitely. If you say he's the best, I'm not going to deny that, but I don't know, but definitely he's a legend. So the club, like Joe Hart, like Yaya Touré, like Vincent, like Pablo Zabaleta, like players, all players were before. So the most important thing is I said before, so his typical of football, not the talent survive in that league. So that counts how strong he is, how competitor. We are delighted to extend the contract with 1 more year, so we are so happy for that. And of course, he's one of the best. So he has a special talent to understand the game, to know how to attack quick. You have to keep more the ball in some moments of the game. He's a guy who don't speak too much, but on the field, he never make a step back, and always in the bad moments make a step forward. So he's absolutely is one of the best. But if Jimmy Carragher say that, I'm not going to deny him.
Pep, yourself and Jose and your teams obviously had an incredible rivalry in Spain, and obviously at times that got a little sour and a bit ugly off the field. Has it been sort of most welcome for you that while you've both been in Manchester, the relations have been very civil and very good, and you've not had all of that stuff off the field happen?
Now we are civil. Before we weren't civil. Yeah?
No, I just mean, I mean,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's much, of course, much better. Yeah.
and in terms of, I mean, a lot of people would say that you two are the most successful and greatest managers of your generation. Is that a very heavy burden to carry with you all the time? Partly because the scrutiny is so intense, and for both of you, there is never ever a hiding place, and you're constantly compared, and all the more so because you happen to manage teams who end up being direct rivals.
Yeah, we faced many times in big moments. We won, we lose. But I said it even in the beginning, and right now, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10, 20, 30 years. I'm going to beat him all the games. He's going to beat me all the games. My opinion about what he has done with Real Madrid has never changed. So I know the way we see the game is different because it's normal. But what I said before, so we love to compete. We love to win games. But believe me, it's not in a special situation when we beat the Mourinho teams at all. So. I want to win, but I am a sportman. When I lose, I accept the defeat and I try to learn on that for the next one and move on. So when in the end of the results, I respect a lot of my colleagues, Jose as well, and he knows, I know, we want to beat each other. So tomorrow will not be an exception on that. But at the end, now it's of course what happened on the pitch is on the pitch, and after that it's over.
Pep, just go back to Sir Alex Ferguson. You've been now in English football for 18 months. Do you appreciate even more now the achievements of Sir Alex, having spent time in such a competitive league?
Definitely. I cannot imagine to win 10, 11 Premier League. He has done, I don't know how many. So yeah, that's why he's Sir. So it's magnificent what he has done. I said many times, sometimes you are lucky to be manager in one period when you have a group of generation and amazing players and you win a lot of titles. But he was able, this generation, out, a new one and win again, out, new ones and win again. And that is so complicated. That's so complicated. So to maintain for a long time and being there and winning in attractive football, in offensive football, in scoring a lot of goals, and not just in the Fergie times, during the games. So I respect a lot the long trajectories,
Career.
long careers. I respect a lot, and not all Sir Alex, all the players like Arsene or Jose or because it means a lot for me. Because football is one day, but it's another one, and another one, and at the end arrive a moment, say, wow. It's a long time and big admiration. So for his career, yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Big